Um, I don't really know today. I think it's like the best day. Recording this at nighttime. I woke up. Took a cold shower at some point. Brushed my teeth at some point. I got everything that I need to get done today, except for my own personal interview with myself. I didn't have very much set up for myself today. I knew that I was gonna have a game, and I knew that I had to get an interview done. Obviously, it's spring break, so you're thinking, let's chill, but I don't. I didn't slip all the way down the path today. I didn't slip all the way down the wrong path. But I wasn't being who I wanted to be. Some things may be overstepping in my life right now. Like currently the relationship with this girl. I told her once spring break ends, that's when I would start cutting back on her. So I can give her some time for that. And I can't even blame her for that, really. I'm back to feeling a certain type of way. It's almost like slightly jealous, slightly worried, slightly anxious, I guess, in certain situations involving her. Which leads me to do stuff that's probably not smart, like purposely not answer her or purposely not talk to her, because in my head, I don't like confronting things. So, because I don't like to seem any sort of way. I don't like to seem any way that, I don't know, sounds like a punk, a bitch, whatever it might be. So instead of addressing it, I get that feeling, and I really don't like the feeling. And what I choose to do with that feeling is I choose to take that and say, use it as hate against them for making me feel this feeling. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm not gonna cuss here, but when I feel like that, she's not doing anything. She's gonna be home late, like 11:30. She's going to the Rise, which is a basketball place, to watch a whole bunch of people play basketball. That's all she's doing. It's obviously gonna be a lot of guys there. Some of them might try to, whatever. But I'm not. In reality, I don't care about that, right? It made me feel slightly some sort of way, and because of that, I don't like to be hurt. I don't like to feel that type of way. So I instantly said, okay, well, freak you then. I'm not gonna talk. I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try to prove to you that I don't need you. I'm going to try to make you feel a certain type of way. Like, go out of my way to do that. And that's probably one of my toxic points in relationships, which is, it's important to be going through this right now. It's good that I am, for future notice, because I wouldn't have known that, obviously, right? Trying to figure out where this feeling is coming from. First off, this feeling and my day, they shouldn't have been correlated. I mean, by that I mean, the feeling didn't cause the day. If anything, the day might have caused the feeling. So the fact that I've been sitting around doing nothing all day might have caused the feeling, when there's so many things that I could be filling my day with that are productive. And at the same time, it could slightly relate back to the overstepping of my territory, because I'm so used to, with any free time, just talking to her. But I need to get back to doing what I should do in my free time, right? And then, in the cracks, I can talk to her. I mean, even still, I can balance that. I can do a lot of stuff while talking to her, because obviously she likes to, do whatever. Obviously, if I can not talk to her and everything will be fine, that'll probably be what I do. Yeah. So I'm sorry to her for doing that, right? Trying to make her feel that way. I didn't completely finish either, so it really wasn't that bad, right? And I don't believe that I'm currently all the way going the right direction right now in life. And by that, I don't mean I'm going the wrong direction. I just mean, I used the fence analogy probably yesterday, something like that, where God owns one side of the fence, or God is on one side of the fence, and the devil is on the other side of the fence. They're both trying to tempt you into coming with them. God promises afterlife. The devil promises current satisfaction. And the guy sits on the fence because he doesn't want to choose either. He laughs at both of them until he realizes that the fence belongs to the devil, right? So I'm currently still straddling that fence, and obviously to get over that fence, it'll be a really big thing. Like, that's not just something easy to do. And honestly, I think with this girl in my life, and any girl in general, which I do want there to be some sort of figure like that in my life moving forward, I'm gonna have to have deeper talks with them. They're gonna have to see what I really want, what I really stand for. And honestly, I think if I would do that, I think she would help me achieve my goal. I don't think she would take that as penalty against me, because that's like, I wouldn't say it. In the back of my head, I'm probably scared, thinking, if I do dial back my attention to her, if I do anything else like that, which puts me over her, I'm not gonna say she's gonna use it against me, but it's gonna weaken the relationship and it's gonna hurt her a little bit. Which I don't think I should be scared of that, because I think I should put myself first, regardless. So I think at some point I will probably have a conversation with her like that. I'm feeling feelings that I haven't felt in a long time, because I haven't opened up to anybody in a long time, and I'm starting to slightly open up. And obviously that leads to feelings, right? Which is good, because now I can learn how to manage those feelings. That's a skill that I will need. And in order to do so, I need to be more open, more honest, more straightforward, and more assertive towards her about things in my life. And I need to take it as a situation where it's like, take it or leave it, right? Because although in a decently short time I've grown to care about this girl, forgot what I was gonna say. But take it or leave it. That's what I need to start thinking, because even if it might be something that's not good, it needs to be a part of me, and there needs to be some non-negotiables to me, which is a part of not letting things overstep my boundaries. And so I need to take it or leave it with her. Even though just met pretty short amount of time, I've really grown fond of this girl, and so that makes it slightly harder to go for that approach, but I need to do that. And if this relationship doesn't work out, I need to start off with that in any other relationship. I'm gonna try to make this one work for now. I do like this girl. So I'm gonna have to put things out onto the table and be more mature, because I started doing the immature thing, like I said. But other than relationships, life right now, it's not bad. I'm definitely feeling a lot of areas in my life have improved, and I feel bad about doing things that I might have felt good about before. And by that I mean, I feel like I just had a really bad day. But in reality, it wasn't that much of a bad day. I've had much worse days, and I've made a lot of progress to even having these type of days. And I don't think it's a bad thing to think that I had a bad day today. Because I did, really, if I think about it. There was definitely a lot of things that I didn't do. I'd say I feel good about days when they're 75% correct. 75%, you've done the right thing. Maybe 80, something like that, right? I feel good about it. I don't think it has to be 100%. I don't think because that's impossible. That's really hard to ask from somebody. To go 100%, that's almost impossible. As Christians would say, that'd be something that Jesus does, right? Jesus is that 100%. That 100% how you want to be every day. So as long as I'm 80% to that every day, and I can improve off of that, at some point I think I can get to 100. But I feel it when I'm under 75%. I feel it, and it hurts, right? And it's not like an emotional hurt like earlier, but it's more like a disappointment whenever I don't reach 75%. Whenever I don't reach 80%, whenever I don't reach whatever that is. And I honestly do think that telling this girl about my plans for my life is going to help me. Whether she chooses to take it or leave it, I think if she chooses to take it, she can help me out. If she chooses to leave it, I think I'm gonna have more time. And not only will I have more time, I'm gonna have more focus, most likely, and I'm gonna have a smarter understanding of how to go into whatever my next relationship is. So to make this next jump in my life, because I feel that I'm veering off path, to go back on track, I need to start being the real me. I need to stop letting things bump me out. I need to stop cussing. That's the one thing that helps me be the real me. If I can remember constantly to stop cussing, then I can remember constantly to be who I am. And I can remember constantly to not do the things that I already set out saying I didn't want to do. Right? I need to be myself. I need to be who I want to be. Yeah, let me rephrase it. I need to be who I want to be, and not a reflection of who I was. Because in the present, I can choose to be whoever I want. And I need to choose to be who I want to be, and stop letting life choose for me. That's essentially what that is. I'm playing the victim role a little bit. I'm not choosing for myself. So I need to be myself. I need to be myself. Obviously live in the present, whatever. Be myself. Do what I would want to do. Try not to cuss to help you out with that. You know? That's all I got for today. To any who is watching, to any who may ever watch, keep your heads up. Never give up. Every time you fail, bounce back and try harder. I can't even imagine how many times I've failed, trying over and over and over again to correct my life. That's the fun part of it. You have to learn to enjoy that. No matter what you do, you have to learn to enjoy that. You're not going to be perfect. Take your setbacks and use them to help propel you further. And the more and more you fail, the more and more you keep bouncing back, and the stronger and stronger you keep coming at it, the better your life will be, and the closer to your dreams you will be. And once again, I say to any of those who are watching, to any of those who will ever watch, from my heart to yours, I hope that you can achieve the best version of yourself, and that you can live your life to the fullest. Peace out.